SWAT standoff ended in flames and a 35-year-old woman behind bars on multiple felony charges. Tonight we're hearing from the person who lives in that apartment where it all happened. And a lovely way to start the week, but we're talking about cooler temperatures on the way. Jason will get you prepared with his first alert forecast. Plus, we're talking about the Sunnyside American Legion Post 73, talking about how to take care of veterans on this Memorial Day.
Now, KAPP KVEW local news at 5.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. Multiple families in Kennewick have been displaced after their fourplex caught on fire Sunday afternoon. Our Madeline Hagan explains how a standoff ended with that fire and an arrest.
I spoke with the tenant who lost everything in this fire, including 3 pets. She said she let the suspect inside her house as a friend just to get a bite to eat when all of a sudden they got a knock from Kennewick police at the door. Patty Reyes says she didn't realize the woman she knew as Angel was wanted for a hit and run involving Kennewick police.
If I would have known that she had all that baggage with her clinging onto her and law enforcement, I would have never put not only myself, but my children on top of all the rest of the tenants that were living in that fourplex. I would have never put their children in danger. I would have never done that.
Reyes said she let police into her apartment, but then says Kayla Guzman barricaded herself inside a bedroom. Hours into the standoff, Reyes says Guzman started a fire using a lighter, which quickly spread across the fourplex. Police say Guzman was able to access another apartment, but was detained and taken to a hospital. She's now in the Benton County Jail facing multiple felony charges. And a GoFundMe has been set up for the victims of this fire. We'll hear more from them later tonight on KAPP KVEW Local News at 6 o'clock. Reporting in Kennewick, I'm Madeline Hagan.
Thanks, Maddie. And a Kennewick teen has been arrested after allegedly shooting at his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend, then allegedly kidnapping the girlfriend from the home. Officers were called to the 6,000 block of Paul Parrish Drive just after 8 o'clock last night. A 23-year-old man told them his 18-year-old girlfriend had been kidnapped by her 16-year-old ex, and the ex, the man said, had shot at him. Officers found the 16-year-old's vehicle and they began chasing the teen. He got to Jadwin Avenue, then allegedly ditched the car and began running. Police caught up to him a short while later and arrested him. Now let's talk about your forecast. It has been bright and sunny and very warm out there. Jason Valentine has a look at what to expect this evening.
Good Monday evening, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day today and more clear skies as we head into our evening hours. Just plain old clear skies. We're going to have a warm overnight period. Then as we're going to see some more sunshine with a hint of cloud coverage for areas, a little bit more for the Yakima, Toppenish areas. And as we move into the next couple of days, we're going to be seeing cooler temperatures, especially by Wednesday and Thursday. Tomorrow down about 5 degrees from what we saw today. Still above our average for this time of year. Most of our areas mid to upper 70s are average. So we're going to be much cooler as we get to Wednesday and Thursday. But then we're going to be ascending back into very warm temperatures, actually exceeding the weekend we just saw. We should be in the mid to lower 90s by Saturday and Sunday. So if you're looking for some relief from the heat, it is on the way. And if you're looking for more of the heat, well, that's on the way as well. We have winds right around 10 to 15 miles per hour for the next couple of days, and it's staying dry. I have a great full forecast coming up. And again, folks, we're looking at more sunshine, less wind, and more heat after we see cooler temperatures. That's coming up, but for right now, I'm going to send it back to you.
Thank you, Jason. And on this Memorial Day, people across the nation paused to remember those who gave their lives in service of our country. KAPP KVEW's photojournalist Chris Whitmer shows us the ceremony from Sunset Memorial Gardens in Richland.
It is we, the people, that will stand guard, honor, and protect our precious freedoms in this country. And going forward, we must carry the hope that our best days are ahead of us. Our obligation is to live lives worthy of their sacrifice.
Sunnyside veterans gathered today at the Lower Valley Memorial Gardens for their annual Memorial Day observance. Dozens of community and family members showed up to honor those who lost their lives fighting for freedom. Sunnyside VFW Auxiliary President Patty Meyer remembered her husband and 2 sons who served their country and are no longer here. Her hope that people who remember those sacrifices all year long and provide more support for veterans who are struggling, like her oldest son.
I'm hoping he's getting what he needs and who he needs, because it's not just medicine, it's the support that's behind it. So I want that for everybody.
Meyer encourages anyone in the Sunnyside area to stop by the VFW, talk to a veteran, and listen to learn more about how you can help. Today, President Biden honored the fallen with a wreath-laying ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier at Arlington National Cemetery. He also spoke at the 155th National Memorial Day observance.
We're the only nation in the world built on an idea. Every other nation is formed based on things like geography, ethnicity, religion. We're the only nation in the world built on an idea that we're all created equal. We haven't always lived up to it, but we've never walked away from it.
Some of the country's last surviving World War II veterans were among those gathered at the memorial honoring their fallen comrades. President Biden also spoke about the need to care for veterans and military families. And locally, members of the Sunnyside American Legion Post 73 say taking care of veterans' spiritual well-being is just as important as providing services to help with their physical health, and they need your help to do it. The Legion and the local VFW are volunteer-based organizations. They rely on donations to be able to build memorials, to provide an honor guard at military funerals, and to hold events on Memorial Day and Veterans Day. They say those things are especially important for veterans who are struggling with depression or PTSD, who may feel like their sacrifices aren't remembered or appreciated.
Veterans at the deepest level want to know that what they did for their country meant something to somebody else.
They say you can show your support this Memorial Day by contacting your local American Legion or VFW chapter and making a donation. They say every little bit helps. Over the weekend, President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, who is the highest-ranking Republican in Congress, announced that they have agreed on a plan to raise the debt ceiling and to avoid the government going into default early next month. ABC's M. Wynn has a look at what that deal does and doesn't include.
As the clock ticks towards the June 5th debt ceiling deadline to avert a historic default, congressional lawmakers are now reviewing the bipartisan agreement struck between House Speaker Kevin McCarthy and President Joe Biden.
I'm confident that we'll get a vote in both houses, and we'll see.
McCarthy saying a vote in the House is teed up for Wednesday. Ahead of that, the House Rules Committee is meeting tomorrow to discuss the bill.
Are you concerned about the Rules Committee meeting tomorrow at all?
The 99-page legislation includes suspending the debt limit until 2025, notably past the next presidential election, capping government spending for 2024 and 25, cutting $20 billion in new funds to the IRS over the next 2 years, rescinding $30 billion in unused COVID-19 funds, and increasing work and age requirements for food aid programs for low-income Americans.
One of the issues here, as Democrats will point out, sometimes they are the sole person in the family.
The agreement also increases defense spending, keeps Social Security and Medicaid intact, and expands veterans' benefits. But some Democrats are still angry any compromises were made to raise the debt ceiling. Representative Debbie Dingell on MSNBC.
I feel cornered. I feel like we are being held hostage.
The deal also drawing fire from hardline Republicans who argue McCarthy made too many concessions, though the speaker expressed confidence the bill would still pass in time to avert a U.S. default, with the majority of his conference supporting it.
Over 95% were overwhelmingly excited about what they see.
In the Senate, any single senator could block swift passage, and if they do, the procedural steps that would follow could take as long as a week, time they don't have. Republican leader Mitch McConnell has asked his members not to make any unnecessary delays. M. Wynn, ABC News, Washington.
Now, West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin has blocked or delayed votes on key bills in the past, but on Sunday, his office sent out a statement saying that funding and permits for a natural gas pipeline project that he's championed is part of the debt ceiling bill, and it's indicating that he is likely to vote yes on this proposal. The Writers Guild of America has been on strike for about 4 weeks now, and on Friday, hundreds of people from other unions rallied in Los Angeles to show their support for the writers. Organizers say many other collective bargaining agreements are also set to expire this year.
I don't think the end of 2023 is going to be the end of it. I think that right now we're seeing the rises large in a labor movement in America since the 50s, and it's only going to continue to grow as long as workers aren't being given safe working conditions, fair wages, and being able to live in the country that they work in.
Now, as for the Writers Guild strike, it's already impacting plans for upcoming seasons of TV shows. The Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, which is representing the major studios, say they offered generous pay increases, but right now there aren't any talks scheduled between the two sides. Well, tonight we are looking at some slightly cooler temperatures as we get back to a normal work week. Taking a live look outside, we're talking about just what you can expect coming up in your forecast this week. And still ahead on KAPP Local News at 5, the search is on for the person who walked into a Western Washington casino and started shooting. We're going to hear from neighbors next.
It's one of the world's largest dams, and it's on our own Columbia River.
Largest dam in North America, and we love it. Where else do you get to see that?
The Grand Coulee Dam.
Sun, beautiful, beautiful open spaces.
Fly the Northwest, Tuesday on KAPP Local News at 6.
Next extra, Tom Cruise outdoes Tom Cruise. Harrison Ford takes one last ride as Indy, and Margot Robbie becomes Barbie with Ryan Gosling.
Hi, Ken.
Your ultimate summer movie preview. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on KAPP.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they helped us actually connect?
What would I give?
Introducing US Mode. Set your phone for human connection at US Cellular.
Hepatitis C? Don't just treat it. Crush it with Maverick.
Conquer it with Maverick.
Cure it with Maverick. Maverick cures all types of Hep C.
In only 8 weeks.
The virus multiplies daily and can damage the liver over time. Maverick stops Hep C and cures it. If you've had hepatitis B, it may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had Hep B, a liver or kidney transplant, other liver problems, HIV, other medical conditions, and all your medicines. Do not take Maverick with atazanavir or rifampin. Report right away yellow skin, stomach pain or swelling, confusion and bleeding or bruising.
Hep C? Crush it with Maverick.
Conquer it.
Cure it in only 8 weeks. See Hep C gone with Maverick.
Ask your doctor about Maverick. AbbVie could help you save.
How does free college or career training sound? It's possible. Washington College Grant is one of the most generous financial aid programs in the country. Eligible Washington residents can get free money for certificate programs, job training, apprenticeships, or college. You can go full-time or part-time, so you can work and continue your education at the same time. Learn more at wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
For all the times we've been inspired to be just like Dad. Right now, save $50 on the FSA 57 trimmer. Real steel. Find yours.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Welcome back, everyone. Investigators in Western Washington are working to track down whoever walked into a combination casino bowling alley outside Seattle and started shooting late Saturday night. 3 people were shot. Neighbors and patrons say they're not exactly surprised.
I've just been walking my dog like normally every night, and every time I walk her, it seems to be arguments in the parking lot. I've never heard of a shooting until last night, but yeah, there's always problems here now, always.
I like to do what I got to do and then get out of here just in case something else goes down like that, though, because I don't want to be in the middle of nothing.
Now, so far, investigators have not said what the motive in that violence might have been, and again, they're still searching for the shooter. An apartment building partially collapsed over the weekend, and it's not clear yet what happened. Take a look at this. This happened in Davenport, Iowa on Sunday. Now, it appears everyone got out alive, but officials are now saying this building is too unstable for anybody to go back in and get their belongings. One witness told reporters the collapse happened within a matter of moments.
It was just like an explosion. We were just sitting right there at the table. It was an explosion. It blew me this way.
But I had enough time to go pull my friend out of there. I pulled him out. It was so dark in there, I just knew my way around. So after I got him out, there was no way I can get other people, but what was going through my mind was the other people just trapped in there.
Officials say they did find one person trapped. They believe there were some injuries, but they believe everyone is now safely out of the building, and the owner has been ordered to tear the building down.
Now, KAPP KVEW First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday evening, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Hope you had a nice day today. Hope you had it off, and if not, hope you got outside to enjoy some of that sunshine. Again, just beautiful sunshine all day today. We do have a dry week ahead, and we are going to be cooler, and then we're going to be warmer. So again, relief on the way, but more heat is on the way. Here's what I'm talking about. We're going to start to cool down a bit tomorrow, and then get right above our average as we get to Wednesday and Thursday. Average for most of our areas, mid to upper 70s this time of year. 79 for the Tri-Cities, and then we'll start our ascent into the weekend. So just in time for the weekend, mid to lower 90s and at worst upper 80s for some of our cities. So folks, we're looking at a very nice weather pattern, and still folks, we are above our average. Now wind wise, we're going to stay right around 10 to 15 mile per hour winds for the week ahead, pretty much what we saw today. So little bursts at times, and again up to 15 miles per hour, but still pretty calm conditions for the week ahead, but it is enough to get fresh air into our region, so that's always a good thing. So futurecast, a little bit of a bigger look at the northwest. We have a low pressure system right above us, and that is helping keep things very calm and keeping us dry. And again, quite a bit of shower activity in the northwest, but our areas looking very nice. So let's take a closer look at our futurecast. And as we move into our overnight period, more clear skies on the way. And as we head into tomorrow morning, should be plenty of sunshine yet again greeting you. And as we move into Tuesday itself, we do have some shower activity off into the southeast, but that shouldn't be coming into our areas. Now, best chance of anything coming in will be Walla Walla as we get to Wednesday late morning to early afternoon. We'll keep a close eye on that, but our other cities are looking to be remaining dry. So today we are about 10 degrees up from our average, which is very, very nice. And again, we're staying very warm overnight. For the Tri-Cities area, same story, 10 degrees up and about 7 degrees in our overnight period. Just lovely, lovely conditions. All right, our countdown, it continues. And folks, we're just less than 3 weeks away from Father's Day. We are 3 weeks away from Juneteenth, which will be a Monday, and then July 4th, 36 days away, just a little bit over a month away. So as we move into our overnight period, we're going to be in the mid to lower 50s with plenty of clear skies, staying warm. As we head into tomorrow, we are looking quite lovely for our Tuesday, maybe a little bit more cloud coverage for the Yakima region. We're just about 5 or so degrees off of what we're seeing today, almost exactly that for most of our areas. And again, winds staying right around 10 to 15 mile per hour at times. Should be a nice Tuesday. So as we move into Wednesday and Thursday, that's when we cool down to those lower 80s. And then as we move along into our weekend, that's when we start to ascend into the 90s. And look at that next Monday, 97. So warm temperatures will persist into our next work week. And look at all of that sunshine, a very nice week is ahead. In the Yakima region, going to be getting cooler Wednesday and Thursday. And for our first weekend of June, we'll be right around that 90-degree mark and getting warmer as well on the Monday. Overnight lows ascending as well. So folks, what you saw today, you're going to see more of that sunshine, and really the winds are going to be staying very much like they were today, but cooling down towards midweek and then warming up past today on our weekend. Folks, have a wonderful Monday evening.
Thanks, Jason. Over the weekend, Vice President Kamala Harris became the first woman in more than 200 years of history to ever deliver a commencement speech at West Point. Harris told the graduating cadets the world has changed since their first day at the academy, and they will play a part in ensuring stability for the future.
A once-in-a-century global pandemic took millions of lives and disrupted life for billions more. America ended our longest war, and Russia launched the first major ground war in Europe since World War II. In the face of all these challenges, America plays a singular role of leadership. Cadets, Global security and global prosperity depend on the leadership of the United States of America.
The graduating cadets, about 950 of them, will be commissioned as Army second lieutenants. The city of Portland is proposing new restrictions for unsanctioned camping after a lawsuit that accused the city of violating the Americans with Disabilities Act. We're talking about that next on KAPP Local News. And we have a lot more news to share with you on our mobile app. You can use the camera on your smartphone to scan this QR code. It's also at the bottom of your screen throughout the show. The code will take you right to our app for news and weather on demand. It's free to download, and there's no subscription fee to use it.
Honoring men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice.
With so much at stake, so much on the line, more Americans turn here than any other newscast. ABC News World News Tonight with David Muir, America's #1 most watched newscast across all of television.
Hey, check out the new Oreo Brookie Blizzard at DQ. Oreo pieces, brownie, and cookie. This treat is doing the most, which makes it the perfect treat for when you're doing, well, the least. Oh, this is nice. Oh, come on!
Hey, neighbor!
We were enjoying a moment with the Oreo Brookie Blizzard. Okay. This is more like it. Enjoy your Oreo Brookie Blizzard moment today. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
It's time. Time to let your soul breathe a little, to feel the sun on your face, and to feel alive again. It's time to dust off the clubs, to treat yourself, and test out your lungs. It's time to get away to the place that's not so far away, Lakeside Coeur d'Alene. Find countless ways to play and stay in CDA at visitcda.org.
It's a celebration of Merlot this summer in Walla Walla, July 13th through the 15th. Join more than 50 Walla Walla wineries for Celebrate Walla Walla Valley Wine. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium Merlots during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Participate in this full sensory experience from July 13th through the 15th. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
This is the all-new Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress, and it's designed to help you feel cool. So no more sweating all night, no kicking off the covers, or blasting the air conditioning. Because only the Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with our one-of-a-kind cooling technology that pulls heat away from your body, so the mattress feels up to 10 degrees cooler all night long.
Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Weeks after a failed proposal in the Oregon state legislature that would have given extra protections to people living in homeless camps, Oregon's largest city is now looking at a proposal to put a lot of new restrictions on camps, including banning them from city sidewalks. So you may remember a group of people with disabilities sued Portland in federal court last fall, saying the city was violating the Americans with Disabilities Act by letting homeless camps block sidewalks to the point that people using wheelchairs or walkers couldn't get around. Now the mayor's office says the city has come up with a possible solution that city council will consider later this week.
Regarding time, prohibit all camping between the hours of 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Regarding place, a complete ban on camping in specific places, including parks, docks, and sidewalk areas intended for pedestrians, as well as areas near construction sites, schools, daycare facilities, existing shelters, high crash corridors, and environmental overlay zones.
The proposal would also ban people from building permanent structures like this one that made headlines in Seattle, or from letting trash build up around a camp. It would also ban camps that block businesses or private property and ban the use of gas heaters in a camp. Now, you probably won't need a heater this week. We're talking about some very warm temperatures with a final look at your forecast when we come back. And still ahead, World News Tonight is keeping a close eye on record holiday travel as airlines are bracing for a busy summer. That's coming up tonight at 5:30.
Honoring men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice.
It's the massive 4-day sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 days to take $100 off every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings stack up. Plus, 6 years, no interest, and doorbusters while they last. But don't wait. The massive 4-day sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
Watch me. Watch me jump, dive, and splash. Put me by a pool, I'll be soaked in a flash. A girl in the water to swim like a fish. Just 2 simple legs. That was my wish. I'm a sea turtle, shark, a seal on a slide. This is my day of fun, with nothing to hide. Watch me. Pioneers in orthotic and prosthetic technology at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Reel in a fortune during the $200,000 Fishing for a Fortune at Wild Horse Resort and Casino with over $7,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday. Cash your line and win up to $750 free play, $1,000 cash, or hook a new Pro Lodge boat. Multiply your entries, use your club wildcard to earn points, and win special prizes from Billy's Bait Shop. Reel in your next fortune today. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon. More winners, more often.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
What? Multiple lines?
Hello? Yeah, 1 sec. But US Cellular gives you just 1 line for $29.99 with unlimited data.
Just 1 line with unlimited data.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need.
No, you hang up.
Are you even listening, guy who never looks up from his phone?
Oh, not for me, I just say it.
Okay, so no, you're not listening.
Get 1 line for $29.99, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
Are you making these money mistakes that will
ruin your life?
Act rich, get rich.
It's new. It's gross. It's Bitcoin. Crypto, baby! Are you wondering how am I making money? How am I traveling the world and just living my best life? Well, it's pretty easy, okay?
See what I mean? Let's talk about managing your money in real life.
Mom, get out of here!
Thank you.
Find a healthier approach to money at Giza.
It's the massive 4-day sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or check out the Summit Firm for only $299.99. Plus 6 years, no interest, and free shipping. But hurry, the massive 4-day sale at Denver Mattress ends Monday.
And your fire watch tonight, Canada just cannot seem to catch a break. While firefighters are making progress on the huge fires in the western part of the country, now Nova Scotia is facing fires that have forced thousands of people to evacuate there. Officials say some buildings, including homes, have burned, but these fires are moving too fast for them to have specific numbers yet. Nova Scotia is on the Atlantic coast. It's almost entirely surrounded by water, and it's not clear yet how that fire started. Here in our area, it is very dry, but we're not seeing too much wind. Jason Valentine has a final look at your forecast.
All right, folks, let's get you ready for your Tuesday tomorrow, which a lot of folks heading back to work. Plenty of sunshine. We're going to see highs in the mid-80s. So again, about 5 degrees off of what we're seeing today. Plenty of sunshine, maybe a bit of cloud coverage as we move along in the day. A little bit more cloud coverage for Yakima, lower 80s. And as we move over into Walla Walla, we're right in those mid to lower 80s. Almost on par with what we saw today, just a little bit cooler. And for Ellensburg, a little bit of cloud coverage to start your day. So tomorrow we're looking at another nice day. We continue to cool down towards Wednesday and Thursday, where we'll see lower 80s and upper 70s. Have a great Monday evening.
Much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next, and KAPP KVEW Local News is back tonight at 6.